Good morning. This is Morning Coffee, and I would like to say good morning. Sort of up close and personal, so let's get right down to the nitty-gritty, shall we? I'm actually making this particular morning coffee in response to a video that was posted about the flamboyancy of gay men. This is particularly my response, and I'm actually going to post it on Facebook, and I'm going to post it on YouTube on the guy who made that video. First of all, morning coffee is sort of dedicated to enrichment of all people. So I try to regard less people's age, race, sexual identity, creed, religion, or lack of religion. I try to think more in terms of being more miracle-minded and being realistic, So specifically speaking to the maker of that particular video about the flamboyancy of gay men, and I guess I'm only going to speak to the flamboyancy of gay men because this is what he kind of like talked about, as well as berated black gay men, stating that other black men feel like they are a disgrace, to their particular race. Bull. Okay? Very bad BS going on there. First of all, I need to say this. To get on YouTube and to make a video that would demonize men on television shows who wear high heels is just another judgment call that is really open judgment up on you. So if your woman is watching this, I would wonder, why is it so important for him to spend time focusing on flamboyant gay men, black gay men? Have they somehow created a space in his world where he can't come out to be who he really is? That's just a question I would ask. I always try and ask questions that are relevant, and how important is a relevant question. Like, for example, why is it important for me to be making a response? It's important for me because I am sick and tired of the stupidity. And notice I can talk during this entire morning coffee segment without cursing, without calling somebody a nigga, and without defaming someone's character, even the maker of the video. Take note, I can do that. And the reason I can do that is because I'm not living in fear. So my question is, what are you afraid of? So what, a man is walking around in pumps. And if you're as educated as you claim to be, you could benefit from another class in history. Men wear kilts. Does that make them flamboyant? I mean, some things are cultural. If black gay man, or any man, regardless of, and he had the nerve to talk about the decade. So if someone can go back and really report or give their interpretation of what happened in the 80s and personify it as to the culture of black gay man, come on. I don't have to be Wendy Williams to tell you. Come on. Then obviously there must be something there. So if you're his woman, just remember this. If you spot it, 9 times out of 10 you got it. What I want to speak to, though, is I want to speak to the fear, the false evidence appearing real, because it's really not about flamboyancy. It's really about allowing people to be who they are. We do not give people heaven or hell. And the words and language that we use can kill people. It becomes toxic. And what we often don't realize is, we often want to quote the scripture and demonize people by using that. However, I want to flip the script, because miracle-minded people, we seem to take a shift in perception, and the perception has to be this. The perception has to be, Everyone is created. Check it out. Now, I know you who are viewing right now, you didn't create me. I didn't create you. Right? But everyone that is created equal. Scripture does not say, judge not that you be not judged, for just to be saying that. You know, Christ, the enlightened master, actually spoke those words. Neither does it say, be not deceived. God is not mocked, for whatsoever a man soweth, that shall he also reap. It does not state these scriptures so that we can use them against each other. It actually gives us a mindset that says, perhaps if I take my eye off of my brother and him wearing his pumps and being flamboyant on Real Housewives of Atlanta, if I take my eyes off of him, calling him names and demonizing him and personifying him, and then grouping a whole lot of black gay men into a spectrum, if I can stop doing that, I can focus on what needs to be worked on inside of me so that perhaps I can reach out, you know, to my brother and find out, why is he wearing those pumps? Or why does he feel it necessary to be flamboyant? Flamboyancy, by the way, is a personality. It's a character. It's characteristics of one's personality, not their being, not their spirit, their mental, their physical, their spiritual. It's personality. So, you know, in my response to this dude, you have no personality. And then to make a video and just like have a still picture so that we can't see your facial expressions, we can't get your nonverbal communications, kind of disturbs me. And then to categorize you being a black man, assuming that you're black, because I really don't know, the picture of you is black. You could have taken that video and talked about the flamboyancy of men not paying child support, or men raping women, or men, like you stated early on, who hide behind their phony masculine images, talking about, I don't watch the girly shows yet. For those of us who were really listening with our big ear, we kind of like realized that you must have been watching it to pick up all those details and that information. So if you are defining masculinity by watching a television show, then you've missed the mark. Listen, and let me tell you, it doesn't mean nothing to me, because at the end of the day, I'm not a fear-based person. I work with youth and men, boys, you know, that have been and